Hey guys, you already know, it's your boy Eduardo, and in today's video I'll be talking about gold, what it did last week, what we can expect for the next week. And guys, I'm going to be sorry because obviously I didn't make a video last week, so in this week to compensate for it, I'll be trying to make 3 videos for you guys, okay? So this will be the first one, and obviously, again, talking about what gold did last week, the price action at the beginning and the last week, and what we can expect next week, both in the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis. So without further ado, let's get into it, guys. So we started the week real bullish, right? So at Monday, this was actually a confirmation I was waiting for. The price action was so fast, the session was so aggressive that I didn't make it, guys, okay? So I could not catch this break of structure. And actually, whole this week, we were expecting for the trade that we got on the Friday evening, last Friday's evening, guys. And this week is a really good, it was a good lesson on patience, right? Because if you see, and I'm going actually to pull up I'm going to take the EMAs out just for a couple of minutes. And I'm putting here the RSI just for you to see, okay? Because guys, this is a really important region, and we were expecting, we were waiting to see what happened here, right, guys? So since gold opened with the market opened so bullish, right? We had a lot of breaks of structures, a lot of moments we could have gotten in. For the people who saw my first video, we actually were waiting to see what the price would do. And this is since Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, literally the market was just getting out buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity. Why, guys? Because RSI was completely overbought, and usually, as you can see, in the moments where it's overbought, it usually has a big fall. This is really apparent in the 4 hours. If I go and show it to you, right, all the moments that the RSI is overbought, obviously it reacts, right? But this time, it happened something different and really interesting, guys, because obviously a lot of people were still bought in gold, right? A lot of people were still buying gold because gold is an amazing bullish trend, right? Who wouldn't buy gold? And obviously a lot of people like myself were waiting for a retraction on the move, because obviously we saw the RSI overbought and we were waiting for the move. And again, guys, why do I say this week was a really good lesson for us? Because sometimes you need to be patient, and this kind of moves only happen on a Friday evening out of session when no one can catch the move, right, guys? So again, going to the market, literally the whole week, this was a terrible price action, always catching tops, catching liquidity from the buyers, from the sellers, and basically on Friday this was our big entry, right? So what we saw was obviously structure. We were actually in a live session inside of Zenith, our community. If you want to join or know more information about it, you can comment down below and I'll show you the details where you can go for free, right? So basically we were inside session and we had structure. And actually Hugo, which is one of our educators, talked about it. And I was actually looking at it as well, because the market does this a lot, guys. Obviously, catching a lot of buy side liquidity, always catching the tops, equal highs right here. And then before it makes the bearish move where we were waiting for the break on these lows right here, it comes, catches the liquidity on the top and goes down, right? We were basically waiting for actually for this capture of liquidity on the top, and we entered both in a sell right here and entered on a sell at 82, and we got this massive move, guys. It was amazing. All our community got profits, like it was an insane day. I actually put the profits down on my Instagram. It was crazy, guys. So basically last week was this, okay? The 2 major opportunities I don't really like. I put some trades right here. Obviously I caught some breaks of structure, like this buy right here, but it's a really tricky thing to trade. So a really structured trade, I much rather trade this kind of sessions, right? So the beginning, which I didn't catch, unfortunately, but at least I caught this move, okay, guys? And now, what am I expecting for next week? Actually, something really interesting happened right now, which was price closed. So the candle that made all this correction, which, by the way, I was expecting it to come a little bit lower, because you cannot see it in my trading view, but we actually have market gap, so here at 15 more or less, so in this break of structure, right? So at the market open on Monday, so I was expecting it to come a little bit lower, but nevertheless we got the move and we put money on the pocket. But actually something that happened was we got inside of structure, guys. So basically now I'll wait. That's it, okay? Market just made a good reaction. The RSI, which was another confirmation we had to sell right here, was because if you see, we had head, shoulder, head and shoulder, right? So this is a pattern we also use inside our strategy, and we had what we call RSI divergence, guys. What is the RSI divergence? It's pretty simple, okay? So basically what we call the RSI divergence is where you see, so the RSI just keeps coming down and you see price going up. This obviously means we are inside of a manipulation move. So the market is just liquidating sellers and buyers before making its move and correcting the price. And basically this is another indicator that we had, right? So again, guys, talking about what I'm expecting now, we are inside structure. We created structure. So we closed inside of this big accumulation zone that we had during the week. Obviously, we have here zone, right? So the price just came down, reacted, and now we are inside of structure. And this is where I would like to see how the market reacts, okay? Because now, for me, there are two key structure points that we have to look out for, right? So we have this first one, okay, which is almost breaking, and I believe the market will open with a gap on top, right? And then we have this one, and obviously the top, which we have a weak high. And as you can see in the 1 hour time frame, we have a really strong seller zone right here, okay? So basically this is what I'm waiting for. In order for it to come and keep going up, I would like to see at least not only a break on this structure, but a break on these tops as well, on the top that liquidated all this move, right? So because again, people put stop loss on top of structure. It just came here, liquidated the people, right, that were sold, and then it made the move, right? So at least I would like to see a break of this seller zone for us to keep going up, okay? And if we keep going up, I genuinely believe, because guys, this move was pretty small and we still have regions where we have to visit, right? Especially right here. I genuinely believe that even if we go up, maybe we'll come and liquidate the top again, and then we come down and correct, guys, okay? Obviously, we have a really strong low right here, and I don't believe in a huge correction, at least at this point. But at least coming to this buyer zone, there'll be something pretty believable, okay, guys? So in terms of news, only on Thursday we have some news. I mean, they're not that impactful, right? It's not like a CPI or something, right? So again, guys, all we have to do is wait. Also, speaking about the EMAs, let me just take the RSI, because the people who watch my content know I utilize the RSI on my phone. So but in order for me to show it to you, right, another confirmation we had, obviously the EMA is crossing down, right? But if we see on the daily, and again, you see the 20 EMA, which I talked previously in the video, where the price will most of the times utilize EMAs to make his retraction moves, or the retractions or the continuation on the move. And you can see here, so the EMA makes the continuation. So the price utilizes the EMA as support level, especially on gold, because it's obviously always going up, and you can see it right here, okay? So yeah, guys, basically this is what I'm waiting for. In order for me to look for sells again, I would like to see at least a break, and I will explain why a break and not just breaking the body. Because usually, guys, and this is something that happens a lot on gold as well, is that it liquidates the wicks, right? So this that you see right here, this, right, this is liquidity, this is money right here in the market, right? And the market likes to come and just grab liquidity and go do his own thing, okay? So basically this is what I'm expecting for gold right now, guys. Again, just waiting on the breaks of structure. Obviously we have like a scalping opportunity right here, but again, I talked about this, and I talk about this a lot on my channel. I'll much rather enter with bigger lot size in big confirmations and get big money, instead of just coming here and scalping some, I don't know, is it like 100 pips or something, okay, guys? Which is good, obviously, don't get me wrong. This is a good trade and a good opportunity, but I'll much rather catch where we have what we call a free range, right? Again, guys, this was a trade where we had free range. So basically we broke these lows right here, and the price does not have anything holding it back anymore. And literally we just got, so from 82 to 38, like, look, guys, almost 1,000. This is crazy, guys. It was a crazy trade, amazing day for our community. And again, this is another video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Let's go.